Hey Aries, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay guys, so this is going to be your July mid-month spread from July 15th to August 15th. Alright, so let's see what's going on with you guys. And before I start, I am in the process of moving, so thank you so much for being patient for this reading. And for any of those that have been wanting readings with me, I'm going to be working hard the next few days doing readings, knocking them out, because I know towards the end of the week it's going to be really busy and the time will be a little bit longer. Death card fell out while I was shuffling, alright? So maybe you guys are ending something or starting something new this month. So let's see. What is happening with the sign of Aries? Okay. One more shuffle. What is going on with the sign of Aries? Okay. Alright, so the energy for your reading is the Devil in the reverse. So I think this is good. This is you guys moving to something lighter than what you've been dealing with in the past. Moving away from a toxic situation. You could be moving away from codependency. You could be moving away from just anything in general that didn't serve you. Something that, you know, maybe brought you misfortune, okay? And starting over. Starting something new. Like I said, that Death card fell out. So I see some sort of change for you guys. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So the first card that you guys have for your past is the Knight of Pentacles. A situation that you're going into slowly and methodically. You're planning it. You're planning it well. You're just making sure that all your I's are dotted and all your T's are crossed before you go ahead and do this. Okay, or you could have been dealing with an Earth energy as well. And whatever this was something that is going to bring you abundance. Okay, something that's going to stabilize you. Stabilize you, fulfill you, alright? So you guys could be dealing with an earth sign, you could be dealing with the water sign, but I just see a lot of love, you know, things going smoothly, things, you know, taking your time with things to really make sure that you're building a stable foundation. Now the next card you have is the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so with the Page of Wands in the reverse, there's like a blockage on passion for some reason, despite the good feelings that you're having and the slow movement that you're making forward. So let's see why that is there. Okay, maybe it's because you're so focused on a new financial matter that you have, so you're just trying to slowly get into it. And you're not worried so much about love, you may be worried about just building yourself. Okay, or maybe you're finding out that someone wasn't as reliable as you thought, or maybe something happened that just had you really, really emotional. Okay, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, that's somebody who's extremely emotional. Or that could be somebody who's dealing with more than one person. So it's like, for that reason, things are unstable, but you're still, you know, you still have that momentum. Despite anything you're finding out, you still have that momentum moving forward, no matter how slowly. Okay? Now, the next card you have for your past is the World card in the reverse. So you're moving forward slowly, but with the situation that you guys were in that may have been unreliable, you still feel that there's unfinished business there, okay? Why is this World card in the reverse? And you're thinking about possibly just giving up? Because whatever this was has you stressed. You guys got 2 9s here. Alright? So 2 9s, that's that point right before a huge change. Whether it be to, you know, take a different approach and start over with the same situation, or just to leave the situation altogether and keep it moving. So let's see which way you guys decide to go. So the first card for your present moment, alright, we went from 9, now we're at a 10. So you guys are really, you know, this is the end all, be all, like, what choice are you going to make? Okay? And, you know, I'm noticing now that you see that moon there. The moon is all about clarity, seeing things, healing. Alright? So it's like you're burdened by all this knowledge that you got about this unreliable energy that you guys have here in the past. Alright? So let's see how you guys handle this. Okay, let me get one more card. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So, we have the Queen of Wands upright and the King of Wands in the reverse. So you guys could be dealing with another fire sign. Okay. You know, now that I look at this again, maybe in the past, it was you guys who, just, you weren't, I know I did say this, but it's like you weren't really focused on love. There's something else that's more important to you at the moment that you're trying to build, and maybe if you had somebody else that you're with, they were the ones who were, you know, really emotional and upset. And, you know, there's still unfinished business, but maybe you have a lot on your plate. Maybe that's why you feel so burned, and maybe that's why you're at this point where you feel like you have to give up. So it's like, here you are, where it's like you're standing within your power, but you could possibly be dealing with another fire sign who's just not happy about this. Or it's like you're standing in your power in terms of like you yourself, but to someone else you may seem reliable, or you may have, unreliable, I'm sorry, or someone else may be unreliable towards you. The King of Wands in the reverse, he's very, very temperamental, but this is also somebody, you know, known for brief romances. Okay, so you could have had something that was good and passionate, but it ended as quickly as it, you know, started. Okay, but it's like you're still good throughout all of this because you guys are still standing, you know, in your power with the Queen upright. Okay. The next card you guys have is the Six of Pentacles. So despite all this, you're just trying to find balance within the situation. Okay. But as much as you're trying to find balance, now you got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Tower card in the reverse. So a situation outside of you, or a person, someone that you're dealing with, they're really changing up. But this is, you know, with this major arcana, this is a huge shift. You know, this is something that's going to shake the ground just a little bit. And so it's like you're trying to be balanced, but you can't because this person is going apeshit. All right? And it's making the situation unbalanced. So I feel like you guys might just have a lot on your plate right now, and you might have someone or a situation, maybe a job that's demanding something that you're just like, you know what, chill. Like, I got shit to do. I'll get to you in a minute. You know, so that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. And it's like, because of that, you're losing faith in the situation. All right. Why is the Star card here in the reverse? Okay. Yeah, you're losing faith, and you're like, you know what, I don't even know if it's worth it because I have so much on my plate right now and I can't deal with all this chaos, and you know, I don't feel like fighting anymore, and I've had to fight for so long, and I'm not sure if I'm willing to do it. Okay. Number 5 is all about big changes, guys. So I think you guys you're sitting here trying to weigh out your options, but ultimately the option is to just move away from drama, whether that be moving away from the person or moving away from a certain job. But it's like the only thing you want is peace right now. So if that does require you moving away from somebody, I see you guys doing that without a problem. Okay. The next card you have is a Page of Swords in reverse. So again, I feel like you may not be seeing eye to eye with a person or a situation, and you're losing faith in it, and it's causing problems in the future. You know, you guys are talking, arguing, you know, saying awful things that, you know, you probably should have thought about before you said. And it's like you're slowly trying to work your way out of this, okay? With that Knight of Pentacles energy there. I honestly just feel like you guys are in a place that you're just trying to stabilize yourself, okay? I feel like there's an opportunity that has presented itself with you guys that you're really trying to build on it and see where it's going to go, and it might require a lot of your attention, but there might be people around you that don't understand that. I could be totally wrong, but that's exactly what I'm feeling here. So it's like you're moving into something slowly, and the decision that you end up making with the Two of Pentacles here is going to have somebody feeling extremely bitter. You know, they might do something that's immature, or, you know, just be stubborn and throw a tantrum, because the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, she's not fun, okay? She's not fun. The next card you guys have for the future is the Knight of Wands. Alright, so throughout all this stuff, you're still in your power. So that's why I'm saying I feel like there's just something that you're trying to do but you know, your outside, it could be family, you know, it could be just the outside world just isn't there. It's like they're not fully on board with this, or they're demanding so much from you, but it's like you have to really put all of your energy into something else. So here you are, okay, you're in your power. And you might just choose to walk away, guys. Alright? So it's like you feel this loss. It's like, shit, I'm sorry that I had to cut you loose, but you don't understand that my life is changing in so many ways right now, and I just can't have this. Okay? Yeah. You're done. You're over with it. You gotta move on. I think you guys just walked away from a situation that you couldn't handle anymore. The last card you have is Temperance in the reverse. So you're feeling a bit unbalanced, because it's like, I feel like part of you may be like, damn, I wish I could have, you know, been able to handle all of this at once. But there's something else that needed your attention. And maybe you got caught, or the other person got caught doing something that, you know, wasn't in the interest of the relationship, the partnership, the job. And because of this, there may not be a new start. Okay? It's like you're having trouble manifesting, or maybe fixing whatever situation this is. Let me get one more card. Yeah. Because there's somebody that was here, you know, there could have been someone just chilling around just for convenience. Alright? And you may be realizing, maybe I was in this relationship or this job just for convenience, just for someone to talk to. And now it's like you're moving away from it, and either they're pissed off, or like you feel unsettled about it because of maybe how they reacted to it. But overall, I see you guys just leaving something. You know, just saying, just let me work. Like, I have a lot of shit going on and I gotta get it done. Okay? So I am going to pull you guys an Earth Magic Oracle card to give you some guidance for this month. Okay? And for those of you that are new to the channel, I use Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer, and they're always extremely accurate. Alright? What is some advice for the sign of Aries from July 15th? Quick. DNA. Karma. Alright, so let me read this and see what's going on. Okay, here we go. Karma, a concept in many Eastern religions, is a Sanskrit word implying a greater universal law of cause and effect, providing an implied code of ethics within the structure of the seemingly endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, which we experience throughout our lives in many different versions. The mistaken notion about karma is that it's some kind of punishment, but it's far from that. In fact, in its purest form, it simply asserts that our conduct in this lifetime will determine our next incarnation. It has also come to mean how our behavior and actions in this lifetime create consequences in a slightly different version of the golden rule. We not only carry our soul's karma into this lifetime, but also embedded in the complex coding of our DNA is our genetic ancestral karma. The double helix structure of DNA contains codes that have been passed down from our parents and grandparents, as well as our ancestors. Therefore, we have some of the same genetic information that comes from the DNA of very early humans. In this card, we see two intertwined serpents with double helixes on either side. Variations of this archetypal image exist in many cultures, both traditional and contemporary. It's a graphic representation of the most ancient ancestry we can lay claim to, our DNA, the fundamental substance of life itself that provides substantial determination of our life path. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together in creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent, yet as you evolved in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic, yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. Okay, guys? So, I feel like you guys are at a point that you're just trying to get shit done. Okay. Usually when I do readings, love is the prominent thing that comes up most. But for you guys this month, I really feel like there's something on your hands that you have to get done. There's something that is in front of you that could really, really stabilize you at this current moment. So if there's anybody nagging at you, if there's anyone pushing you, if there's anyone saying like, I don't want you going about it in this way, you have to kind of take a step back and be like, okay, I appreciate your thoughts and I appreciate your efforts and I know that you care about me, but at the end of the day, I'm the only person who has me. And I feel like right now your eye is on the prize, okay? And you guys are trying to do something just to stabilize yourself. And if there's people there that don't understand that, then you might just have to walk away just for a little bit. Something one of my uncles told me, very, very successful man. He was telling me, I'm like drawing a blank now. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I was talking. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, so what he was telling me, he's a very successful man, and people are always asking for advice on, how did you get to the place that you were? He's like, because for a long time, when it came to building my empire and building everything that I had to just move away from people. He's like, my friends, even family members, it's like, when you're trying to make great things happen, like big things happen, you have to just move away from certain people just for some time. And if they truly love you and they're truly there for you, they're gonna understand that you're doing this for yourself, because love is great, and having the certain job, or doing this for your family, it's all great and dandy, but at the end of the day, you're by yourself. You can't rely on anyone but yourself, so you have to be able to build that stability. So I think if that's your number one goal, to build your stability, then if someone's not understanding that might not be the best person for you. But don't be afraid to kind of just push everyone to the side while you get whatever you're trying to do done, because I see you guys having a lot of power to do that. Alright? So I love you so much. Thank you for standing with me while I just drew a blank, because sometimes I just talk and I'm like, wait, what was I going to say? It gets so bad sometimes. But I love you guys, and if you do want your own personal reading just to see what's going on in your life, I'll leave everything in the description. Take care.